I think it's very important for people to know that even though the budget, as it rises year by year, they hear numbers like, oh, 2% increase, 3% increase. On a year-by-year basis, the budget increase does not seem very large. But what's important to know is that with the enrollment declining, it's a huge increase in per pupil. How many people would expect that the per pupil cost has gone up 44% since just 2007, 2008? That isn't the dark ages. That's all recession years. Now, Mr. Grosky made the point that we're talking about the potential for layoff of a substantial size in a community where this is the largest employer. And I don't think anybody can take that lightly. I think it's a very serious matter. It's also a serious matter to confiscate people's money to pay for those salaries if those salaries aren't truly needed to deliver a quality education. And I take very seriously the fact that the power to tax is the power to reach into my neighbor's pocket with the police behind me. And we had better be sure that when we do that, it's because the money is truly needed. You know, there was discussion about things like group insurance going up. Well, that drives costs. Retirement costs go up. You know what? The same factors affect our comparable neighbors. And is there really that much socioeconomic difference between us and Hudson and Salem? I don't think so. Not to explain these kinds of differences. I don't want to tax your patience any further. And I think we can, carry on dealing with this.
I would just, from my perspective, while it's certainly opinion and we all have a right to it, to say that we are confiscating people's money, and I know that I have never had a police officer behind me go over to my neighbor's house to rip money out of his pocket to pay for our taxes, I think it borders on just outrageous commentary and probably falls just short of being offensive from my view. But I think it's a bit of an egregious commentary. On top of what, I'm still talking, on top of what overall was a very informative batch of information that I think we all echoed. So I'm sorry it ended on that note.